Dad?
Brenda. What's this I hear? You're not interested in our little arrangement.
Nothing. Mom's just trying to interfere. She doesn't want to see me get caught up in any shady dealings.
Well, I hope you're smarter than to trust her fear-mongering, because this scheme is going to make us rich.
I'm doing everything that I can.
That's my girl.
Dad.
What is it?
There was a mishap at the hospital. Dr. Rose was in on our plan, but she's moving to California. What am I supposed to do for our next appointment?
It seemed Brenda might not be so pregnant after all.
Okay, listen. Don't take him to the doctor next time. Okay, it's too risky to pull this stunt twice. Now, just keep sleeping with him. Convince him to marry you. Because once we have the mansion...
Well, about that. Sabrina's not giving up the mansion.
What? That's the piece that's gonna make us millions! You know what you have to do.
Sabrina.
Chris would never admit it, but he was drawn to this fiercer version of Sabrina.
Interesting look for a hospital visit. What brings you here?
Just some routine tests.
Pretty random time for an annual checkup. Didn't you just go a couple of months ago?
Not for STDs. And when your ex-husband has a reputation for spreading his affections, you can't be too safe.
Sabrina knew the best way to distract Chris from the truth was to bruise his ego.
Or maybe you're checking to make sure your new decoy boyfriend hasn't infected you.
He's not my boyfriend.
Does he know that? You know, I'm starting to think this hospital visit is a pregnancy check-in. Are you pregnant, Sabrina?
Sabrina's heart shot up to her throat. She didn't know how to answer.
Hey, is everything okay here?
Look at you, doing her chores. Pathetic.
Oh, you want to talk about pathetic, bro? You're a 35-year-old divorcee who lost his family heirloom of a mansion because he couldn't keep it in his pants.
Well, maybe I would have been able to if your barren girlfriend had been able to bear me a child.
We should get going, Dev.
Please.
Danny, any chance you can meet me at Boyd's later? Yeah, there's some medical stuff with Sabrina I need you to look into.
6 weeks along. Everything looks perfect. Congratulations.
Thank you. You're late.
I had to find a place to park. Damn handicaps take all the good spots.
You said you saw a spot when you were dropping.
What'd I miss?
Everything's wonderful.
Try as Chris might to get his mind off Sabrina, he was still wondering if she was pregnant. Why else would she be at the hospital so randomly?
I was actually wondering if you could give us a list of other patients you've seen today. I'd love to connect with other pregnant couples.
Actually, Mr. Taylor, I can't give you information about my other patients. But I can give you a referral to our weekly Lamaze class.
That'd be great. Right, Chris?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Mr. Taylor, I do understand that becoming a father is a lot to take in.
Yeah, a lot of morning sickness and mood swings.
And a wonderful time to figure out what kind of father you're going to be. Well, I hate to do this now, but unfortunately this is my last day. I'm moving to California. Oh, don't worry. Dr. Leeway is an exceptional OBGYN. He'll take great care of you.
What?
No, wait, Dr. Rose, you can't be serious.
Are you out of your mind? How could you jeopardize my child like this? I could have you fired.
I'm gonna let you two talk.
I didn't understand the doctor meant that much to you. Or any of this, for that matter.
I'm here, aren't I?
You know, it's sexy when you care for a child.
Chris's reaction stung Brenda, but the more Chris rejected her, the more she fought to win his attention.
Need to find a different way to see Sabrina. Find out how she got my dad to give her the mansion.
Why isn't it enough that I'm carrying your child? Wish we could just be done with this Sabrina stuff. For good.
Chris wasn't attracted to Brenda when she was jealous of Sabrina. It made him second-guess the whole divorce.
I have outstanding concerns.
One of them was the fact that Sabrina might be pregnant with his child.
Whoever she's dating, no doubt wants a piece of my money.
Ugh! Why can't you see what she's doing? She wants you to wonder about her, Chris. She's messing with your head, and it's working.
Brenda was stating the obvious, and it emasculated Chris.
Don't talk to me like that. Just sit quietly and look pretty. That's what you're best at.
Dangling physical affection was a tactic Chris frequently used. It was all Brenda wanted, but he wouldn't be giving it to her.
We need to show her we won't be bullied.
I need to show her, Brenda. You need to stay out of it, all right?
Please, Chris, baby, can we just talk about it?
Out.
Where to, sir?
There was one person Chris knew he could trust to help him figure out the dirt on Sabrina.
Boyd's on 7th.
Oh, Chris. If only you knew what I put up with for this fortune of yours. What is it, Mom?
Brenda, what's going on with you and your father?
Brenda's mom was obsessed with her public reputation, and she didn't want Brenda embarrassing her with some illegal con.
Nothing. Why? Did he text you?
He becomes a certain way when he's up to something. And I found a Chris property listing on his desk. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
No, I wouldn't. Maybe he just wants to know the kind of man that I'm dating.
Brenda was lying to her mom to avoid the lectures she'd get if she told the truth.
Don't play stupid with me, Brenda. You know better than to get involved in your father's shady business dealings. I don't want to see you get hurt.
Was that it, Mother?
Give Chris my best.
Idiot. Dad?
Brenda. What's this I hear? You're not interested in our little arrangement.
Nothing. Mom's just trying to interfere. She doesn't want to see me get caught up in any shady dealings.
Well, I hope you're smarter than to trust her fear-mongering, because this scheme is going to make us rich.
I'm doing everything that I can.
That's my girl.
Dad,
What is it?
there was a mishap at the hospital. Dr. Rose was in on our plan, but she's moving to California. What am I supposed to do for our next appointment?
It seemed Brenda might not be so pregnant after all.
Okay, listen. Don't take him to the doctor next time. Okay, it's too risky to pull this stunt twice. Now, just keep sleeping with him. Convince him to marry you, because once we have the mansion...
Well, about that. Sabrina's not giving up the mansion.
What? That's the piece that's gonna make us millions! You know what you have to do.
Brenda's call with her father strengthened her resolve. Her secret plan had to be a success. If Chris missed Sabrina, then Brenda must give him a reason not to. Brenda's desperation was such a turnoff for Chris. He couldn't get Sabrina out of his head.
Craziest part is, I saw Sabrina at the hospital this morning.
Sabrina?
And she's pregnant, man. I'm telling you. But she's not telling me.
Chris knew that Danny's job at the hospital meant he might have access to Sabrina's medical records.
Bro, what about Brenda?
No, you don't understand. Sabrina doesn't keep secrets from me. She's always adored me. I'm her dream guy. Now she's seeing some other guy. Kevin or Nevin. No, Devin.
Right. Yeah, I saw him at the restaurant. The two of them were getting pretty cozy.
Yeah, it's gross. I need you to get your hands on her records for me.
As co-chair of the hospital board, I can tell you that's illegal. But, as your best friend, I got you.
My guy.
But you have to promise me, if she's not pregnant, you're gonna let all this Sabrina stuff go. Okay? You two got divorced for a reason.
Yeah, she's ungrateful.
Maybe because you cheated on her.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm just bugging about Sabrina. This whole Brenda thing just sprung up out of nowhere, and I don't even know if I want her.
But you two had sex.
I mean, we were both naked when I woke up. I was crazy drunk the night before, but I don't even remember kissing Brenda. I can't even bring myself to get close to anyone, but Sabrina.
Okay, I'm gonna take this, because obviously the alcohol has gone to your brain.
I'm getting another beer. You want?
No. I'll get you one on the way back from the loo, okay?
All Chris wanted to hear was Sabrina's voice, telling him she wanted him back, that she wished she was with him, not Brenda.
Who is that?
The look in Sabrina's eyes said it all.
Sabrina.
What do you want, Chris?
I veto Devin. It's insulting, really, that you would date somebody so ugly after you dated me.
Sabrina couldn't believe Chris was still hung up on the idea that she'd moved on. After all, he'd discarded her like it was nothing.
You're drunk.
No, I'm devoted to finding out the real reason why you wanted a divorce. Is it because you were cheating on me with him the whole time? Huh?
Chris, you married me because your dad asked you to after Brenda abandoned you. And you didn't hesitate to cheat on me the second she came crawling back. So I don't owe you any answers. Okay, don't do this.
No, you don't understand.
You okay?
I left knowing that I wasn't wanted. And that made the decision easy. But getting these mixed signals from the only man I've ever wanted to give my heart to, that makes moving on hard.
If the call had left Sabrina rattled, it left Chris humiliated, which had caused him to drink even more.
I thought you'd never.
Sorry, Brenda. Chris here seems to have had a bit too much to drink at the bar tonight.
Why didn't you try to stop him? Isn't that like your whole duty as a best friend?
Yeah, clearly I failed at that.
Are you laughing? What's funny to you about this? We had plans. I need him sober. Help me get him back to normal.
Well, actually, I got a jet, but, if you feel like you need help, and, looks like you do, call Sabrina. He literally won't stop asking for her.
Chris, baby, let's get you sober.
Brenda couldn't believe he'd gotten so sloppy. Being with Chris was like caring for a child.
Chris, come on.
Oh my God. You look so sexy.
Oh, you like that? I wore it just for you.
I've missed you, Sabrina.
What did you just say?
Sabrina?
Will Chris find out that Sabrina's pregnant with his child? Will Brenda push forward her plan to steal the Taylor mansion? And what will become of Sabrina as she heals from an abusive marriage?
To watch the next episodes, click on the link in the description.